Why, hello there! How are you today? Awesome Soul here, and welcome to this, and this, and some of this. That's right, this is the drone demo. Now, gonna dash your hopes a little bit. It's a private demo. Now, I will go ahead and raise your hopes back up once more. The Kickstarter is planned to happen in January. So that means you will be able to get your hands on the demo relatively soon. That is their current plan. It might change, we don't know. Anyways, if you somehow don't know what D.R.O.N.E is, I know I haven't really posted a video on them in quite some time, I would highly recommend checking out my D.R.O.N.E playlist. I've done actual interviews with the developers, as well as many other videos. Of course, this is all pre-alpha stuff, so just keep that in mind. Things might change, and things are definitely going to improve. Now, I know I'm slightly late to the party here, as Robo has already uploaded a video on D.R.O.N.E. Speaking of Robo, with the demo being fairly early on and it being a private demo, it's not completely optimized for all systems. So, with my computer barely being able to run this thing, I was actually provided footage by Robo himself. So, thank you to him for the footage you're watching behind you. Speaking of the footage you're watching behind you, this is basically a transition test. So, you'll see the drone flying through a wooded forest, and then you'll see it instantly switch over to a desert version of the map. It's kind of like switching skins, almost. And if you have been keeping up with the game, you'll know that there are going to be many different planet archetypes. There are gas giants, you've got forests and deserts, which are the two currently in the demo. You've got ice planets, you've got moons, you've got outer space, you've got floating islands, just to name a few. I think I covered most of them, but maybe I missed some. Anyways, so from what I understand, this is actually an in-game transition that you will be able to do on the fly whenever you want. So when you're building your own map, you can just simply switch the mode. So, say you're building in the desert region, and you're like, you know what? This map would look a lot better with some trees. So, all you do, click a button, and you switch over to the wooded planet, or map, or whatever you want to call it. And all of your terrain changes will stay the same. Of course, there are some set pieces that only exist in the desert region, and others, such as the tall trees, that only exist in the wooded area. That's why you see all the trees removed when you go to, well, the desert map. Anyways, another thing I would like to get into, or rather, I guess the point of this video, is just to kind of show off all of the cool things you can expect to see when the D.R.O.N.E demo releases. Again, that is going to be sometime in January. That's their current plan. I will be keeping you guys up to date on D.R.O.N.E whenever there's more information, so stay tuned. And with that, I will let you enjoy the footage. First off, we'll start with the dynamic weather system. As you can see at the bottom there are a lot of sliders that you can customize to your heart's desire. These changes will affect the map in real time. As you'll be able to see, the ground will change when there's snow, and the direction of the leaves on the trees as well as the grass will change dependent on which direction you decide to have the wind blowing. Also, depending on the longitude and latitude, it will also change the shadows that appear on the map. And if you've been keeping up with my videos on D.R.O.N.E, you'll know that these changes not only affect the map, but they also affect your gameplay. They will affect how your drone performs. For example, if it's snowing, it will therefore be a lot colder, meaning that your drones will generate less heat, for example. One of the other things you'll see highlighted in this clip is how the drone and the weapons of the drone affect the map. You'll see burn marks on grass and bullet holes in walls, and some projectiles can even melt holes in objects. The next section is all about making the maps. Here you'll find the terrain editing controls, and a little later we'll show off how to place things such as rocks and boulders. You can scale and rotate these pieces however you like, and in doing so you can even create elaborate cave systems. And last but not least, we come to the base building portion of our little demonstration here. In it, you'll see some of the features currently available to you in the game. I'm sure many more will come as the game is developed, because keep in mind, this is still considered to be pre-alpha. But anyways, the other thing you'll see is also the fantastic texturing tool. Although it's texturing / paint, they do have plans to elaborate on this a little bit more, but for now, the paint colors are incorporated with the textures. Anyways, sit back and enjoy. And there we are. So, what do you think about the drone demo, and are you excited to try it out for yourself? As I said earlier in the video, you can expect some news about this sometime in January. I'll be sure to cover it myself, so just make sure you're subscribed to the channel to get updates on all your drone goodness. Anyways, with that guys, I of course have been the Awesome Soul. I thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.